Good morning and welcome back to another video. My name is Austin. I work with Full Line Ag, a farm equipment dealership located here in this beautiful province of Saskatchewan. Today's video is going to be all about this Fendt sprayer that's sitting behind me. The technical title of it is a Fendt RG937. It is the biggest sprayer that Fendt makes. This is not the ride height adjustable. This is the one that every single one of the ones that Full Line Ag sells in Saskatchewan are all identical to what this one is. Bear with me, there's lots to cover, and we're going to start by doing a walk around of this exact sprayer that we're demoing. It is a 2025 Fendt RG937. We can see it has the 132-foot Millennium booms on it. These booms have a very nice coverage of the nozzle, as we can see. We can see the nozzle body, a 5-way nozzle body, is located right in the center of that boom. We can see that there is a Raven Hawkeye 2 system, or as Fendt calls it, the OptiPulse system on the sprayer. We are also running Raven XRT or Opti Height for our height controller. We can see our radar sensor right there. This is a 7-sensor machine, so we have 7 sensors across our booms. It allows for a very nice, accurate reading as we're going through the field. They're a nice, big, tall sprayer. Here's a look right from the front. We can see a front fill. We can let it down by pulling this and pushing down. Allows for an easier angle getting up and into the sprayer. We have our front fill panel. I just locked it, and we can unlock it, see all of our information. We are running a VF 750 60 R46 floater tires. These are very nice tires, nice big rims on them. We have a nice set of wide fenders, covers the full tread, wraps around nicely around the side. Along our side we can see our DEF tank, our diesel exhaust tank, a little storage compartment, and then a little spot for us to fill up with water and wash our hands with fresh water. Along the side we can see our side reload panel showing all of our electric valves, and this is the same way we can pull this lever. Pull it down, allow for a nice easier access getting in. On the side we can see our main filter, and this actually has our agitation line running through our filter, so anything going back to the tank is getting agitated. Very nice feature on these. We can see all of the plumbing underneath, and then that front fill line. And now fast forwarding to another day with our in-crop tires. It's later on this season, but let's continue this walk around. We can see some large skinny tires. These are Trailborg VF 380 105 R50s. These are a nice tall tire, a nice skinny tire for our desiccation, and fairly easy to get on with these big wheel motors. These wheel motors are actually so awesome. They are very reliable, very dependable, and these actually have speed sensors in them. So this sprayer has a traction control system similar to it does on your pickup truck. So if that front left tire is spinning, it is going to actually stop. If it senses that it's slipping, it's going to start pulsing rather than just putting all the flow to the tire that is spinning like traditional sprayers used to be. All wheels have speed sensors as well, So when we are turning corners, our inside tires will go slower and our outside tires will speed up, reducing any berming that can happen when we are spraying and turning in fields. Coming around to the back of the machine, there's a few things that we can see. Of course, there's right there, that little guy, that is a rear view camera. That thing can always be on, so when you're going down the road, you can see if there's someone behind you. We have a tall vertical boom tree. This boom tree goes up and down. We can see where it slides, and this actually is really nice because it keeps our weight on our sprayer front to back the exact same no matter what the height is of the boom. So sometimes when we get into sticky situations in other sprayers, have to lift boom tree up to rock our weight back to the front of the sprayer. Whereas this, it should not change because front to back, our weight does not change. We can also see a few things here. We can see a couple of spray valves, manual ones. These ones, I wouldn't worry too much. This is our recirc one, and then that is our main spray valve. Those actually stay open just like that all the time. Of course, we can see our plumbing there. We can see our sensor for our height controller. Our air compressor. We can also see a filter on the back right, and this is for our recirc. So now everything that is getting recirculated back into the tank is getting through a little filter, a little strainer. Pretty nice lighting out here tonight to admire this thing. Another noticeable difference on these Fendt Rogators compared to the last Rogator is this independent suspension system. On the last version, the C-Series Rogator, and the models before that, it was a solid bar with some bags, some airbags underneath. And now we have switched to an independent suspension that is on each strut of each wheel. A nice smooth system, slightly different, but it is a nice upgrade. There we can see that big tire size of those Trailborgs. Those nice big booms. And back on this side, we can see this is called our Ethan box, our black box. This is a box of fuse panels along the right side of the machine. It is called the Ethan box because I believe the story goes the guy who made this and put that box in that spot, his name was Ethan. Storage compartments. We can see our fuel tank comes over to this side of the machine as well. Here's a nice look at the skinny fenders with these tires. Nice low riding fender. Good coverage. Once again showing that underside of our sprayer. Coming up underneath the right hand front tire, we can just see a little bit of a look at some cab suspension. There's cab suspension on multiple points just to allow for an even smoother ride. And now looking at the front right side of the sprayer, we can actually talk a little bit about the engine. So Fendt Rogator 937. So that is a 370 horsepower motor. This is an AGCO Power or a Sisu motor. The nice part with this motor, it is Tier 5 final. So that means there's no EGR on our right-hand side of our engine. That means there's no exhaust gas recirculation. I believe that's what it stands for. So it just simplifies this engine and simplifies this right-hand side, cleans it up. It also allows for after an oil change. We do not have dirty oil after the first 5 minutes of starting it and running it and getting that exhaust gas plumbing back through. so we can check our dipstick and the oil remains nice and clean, which is a very, very nice feature. What a beauty night to look at this sprayer. Looking at the front and looking at some lights, we have some projector headlights. These are more of a driving light. They shine nice and bright, nice and far. We have some floodlights all over the place. Some daytime running lights, just in true Fendt fashion, nice and fancy. We also have 2 beacons on the cab and 1 on the back of the boom tree. We have more floodlights. We have really nice LED turn signals. All of the bells and whistles. We can also see we have a lot of lights up there tucked on that freshwater rinse tank, shining out both ways. We also have a light on the back of the boom, which is a blue light to help at night, seeing your mist of your spray. We have a light here underneath our reload station to allow for good visibility at night. And all electric valves, I should say again, on this machine, so we do not have to worry about going up or having a manual valve like the last one to turn it to spray, to turn it to rinse. I have just realized this video is quite long, so that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the walk around. Make sure you tune in for one of the next videos when we do a deep dive into actually spraying and cab features and just kind of all of the other videos that I've taken this spring and this year so far. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like if you did, leave a dislike if you didn't, and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the future videos. Thanks for watching.